Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Gonna read through, I think give or take about half of the article here. It's fairly long, so I've skipped a fair bit of it, and there's a link in the description if you'd rather look into things more closely yourself. I will mention to begin with that this is an incident which happened, I believe, a week ago, really, Monday in America. It's currently Monday in Australia, so last Monday. So it happened a week ago. You may very well be fully aware of this situation. If that's the case, then there's no need to watch this video. If you have already read or seen a video in regards to this situation, but it's pretty horrific, and I wanted to go through it. It's in regards to David Fidel Mora-Rojas, who shot and killed his 3 daughters, as well as a 4th person, a chaperone, whilst at a church. He then killed himself, something that I can't say I'm unhappy with, the last part. I'm going to read through, as I say, give or take about half of the article. If you enjoy this, then do perhaps check out some other videos, perhaps my playlist. Or on the flip side of that, if you feel that you're getting a little bit down by these very dark, tragic subjects, and if so, you're not the only one, but if that is how you're feeling, if you need a little bit more lightness in your life, then do check out a couple of the friends of the channel, notably At the End of the Day. Bella does regular live streams. It's a nice, kind community. Typically these live streams go on for an hour or two, so I would definitely check that out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're looking for a nice, pleasant, kind, wholesome community to enjoy, to YouTube, to take your mind away from this kind of dark subject. But having said that, I'm going to read through the majority of the details. A man who was under a restraining order and not supposed to have a gun fatally shot his 3 daughters, aged 9, 10, and 13. He also killed a chaperone and himself during a supervised visit with the 3 girls at a Sacramento church. This happened around 5 p.m. Monday, so that is a week ago from today. Investigators were trying to piece together the father's motive and how he got the weapon used in the shooting. Under California state law, David Fidel Mora-Rojas, 39 years of age, was not supposed to have a gun because of the restraining order against him from his wife, and was on a supervised visit with his 3 children at the church on Monday afternoon. Police have identified the chaperone as Nathaniel Kong, a 59-year-old executive with the church who had served with that restraining order. So yeah, what a tragedy. So, you know, he's separated from his wife, from the mother of the 3 children. There's a restraining order against him. He's granted the ability to have a supervised visit. So he meets with the 3 children, his own 3 daughters, as well as a chaperone who's there to help, who's there to, I guess, protect the children, to ensure things don't get out of hand. And this absolute scumbag psychopath, David Fidel Mora-Rojas, has a gun. Seemingly, the police don't quite know how he's managed to have a gun, and he's killed everyone concerned. The 3 daughters, the chaperone, and then himself. Okay, so back to the article. At the time of the killings, this scumbag, Mora, was out on bail after being arrested on several charges, including assaulting a police officer. Court documents paint a disturbing picture of verbal and physical abuse inflicted by the scumbag on his estranged girlfriend. Apologies, I said wife before, not a wife, estranged girlfriend, who is the mother of their 3 daughters, one of whom would have turned 11 on Wednesday. This scumbag is a very jealous person, the woman wrote in her request for the restraining order. He threatened to kill me if he ever caught me cheating. I am scared and nervous. I am afraid that this scumbag, the father of her children, is going to hurt me. I do not want to return home. And that was a writing from his estranged girlfriend when she was making a request for a restraining order. The horrific attack started at around 5:10 p.m. on Monday when officers were called to the church in Sacramento. The shooting happened in the main room of the small church. Emergency services were alerted after an employee at the church who was upstairs heard gunshots and called 911. There's the guy. There's the scumbag. A 5-year order was imposed in May 2019. It stipulated that the scumbag only had supervised visits with his daughters for up to 4 hours per week, with a mutually agreed upon chaperone. He also was required to take anger management courses. Authorities have not disclosed what type of weapon was used. The scumbag was identified as David Fidel Mora-Rojas in court papers, was taken into custody for a mental health evaluation last April. 9 days later, a temporary restraining order was granted. Investigators believe the shooting happened during a supervised visit for the father inside the church with the children, and the chaperone was also killed. A motive for the shooting has not been released, but the sheriff's office said it was a case of domestic violence. So as I say, there is some more within the article. There's a link if you want to have a look into it a little bit further. Here is a picture of the church where this tragedy took place, out on the outskirts of the California state capitol in the Arden Mall area of the city. So such a senseless, disgusting tragedy. This guy who was seemingly violent, arguably potentially mentally ill. He had a restraining order placed against him from his abused, highly concerned, estranged partner, estranged girlfriend. And this guy met at the church in Sacramento, met with his 3 daughters and a chaperone, killed everyone, and thankfully he killed himself. No one would want this scumbag on this planet, so thankfully he took himself out. But of course, condolences to the extended family, of course the mother, and the family of the chaperone too, of course. But you know, what an absolutely horrendous situation. What a vile situation to inflict on anybody. The victims, of course, and the family. I mean, the mother. I mean, this is going to mentally, emotionally destroy the mother, obviously. And for what? So senseless. Because this violent guy seemingly just couldn't handle a separation, couldn't handle having a restraining order placed against him. Too simple-minded, to, I don't know, you know, just too violent, too mentally ill, and unfortunately these situations happen all too often. So there's this video. If you do enjoy it, perhaps, well, enjoy is not the right word, but if you do see value in the video, perhaps have a look at a couple of other videos on my channel. And again, if you're getting down by these subjects, and if you are, I know how you feel, then do check out some of the friends of the channel, notably At the End of the Day, just to have a little bit more of a peaceful environment.